And good evening, my lovely Lost Tales, and welcome back to the Blur's Respite for my fantastical Friday stream. How are you all doing, my lovelies? It is so good to see you. But before we kick things off tonight, I want you all to do a quick safety check for me. Because it has been announced that it has been auto-opted in for anyone with a Twitch account to have their activity and other stuff that they do on Twitch sold to be analyzed and consumed for like AI purposes. So before we kick things off tonight, I've already switched it off of my channel. But before we go any further, I want everyone to go onto their accounts. You have to go into your account, which is the icon in the top corner if you're on desktop. I think you can also switch it off in your account settings on mobile. But we're going to have like 5 minutes or so for everyone to just do that quick safety check. So if you're on a monitor, you go to your icon in the top, and then you go to settings, and then it should be maybe a third of the way down or a little bit lower under security protections and stuff like that. And it's just been auto opted in for everyone. So you have to physically go to your settings in order to switch that off. But I just want you guys to be safe and to be very well aware of this, because fuck generative AI and using my likeness, my voice, my entertainment talents for other sinister purposes. So I want everyone to just go and do that, and then we'll kick things off in about 5-10 minutes or so. But I hope you guys, other than that, are doing well. And we'll do like a little bit of a check in maybe about 5-10 minutes to see, just to make sure that everyone is all good in the clear, that they've all checked that they've switched that off. Because I want to just make sure that everyone is just aware of this, that they're keeping themselves safe online. I'm very well aware that I've got limited influence of what I can do on the internet, but I want to just make sure that you guys are safe and you're not being exploited by evil tech companies, okay? But it's my job to exploit you. In Minecraft. I hope you're all doing well, guys. It's your job to exploit my fucking aircon. It was nice. I got to have a wonderful, wonderful time. And it was wonderful experiencing your wonderful, wonderful air conditioner, Bingus. I actually got to see Bingus IRL this week, and we had a grand old time. I made it out alive with all of my limbs intact. So, you know what? I'll count that as a victory. What do we do to turn off on mobile? That is a good question. Let me just go into my mobile settings on Twitch and see how I can find that myself. Because I think in that case you have to go to profile. 1 second. Hang on. Yes. Okay. So I'm not going to hold my phone up, but if you're on mobile, you go to where your profile picture is in the bottom right, and once you've tapped that and it brings up your page, when you look at it, there should be in the top left corner, the little cog that is like the security settings or just settings in general. Click that, and then you scroll down, and then you should be able to then opt out of the generative, or like you consent to have your stuff analyzed by AI bullshit. So yes, you can do it on mobile as well as on desktop. So we're just doing a quick safety check, Fingers, just to make sure that everyone has switched it off, or is at least aware of that before we get things going tonight. Because I've already switched it off of my channel, but I want to make sure everyone is staying nice and safe online. Oh, but Aubrey, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Clashinator. Oh, thank you so much, Aubrey. And Rickstack, thank you so much for the 30-month resub. Holy shit. Thank you so much, Rickstack, and Aubrey for the incredible subscriptions and gifted subs. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. But also, just so you guys are aware, I am so fucking gross and exhausted today. I had to leave my apartment during one of the hottest days of the year. Like, I had to go out yesterday pretty much all day and today, and then I had to get on public transport, and my brain's not functioning tonight. So I'm sorry in advance, guys, if I like space out at times, but we're probably going to do a slightly shorter stream tonight. Just so you're aware and not disappointed, it's been a really, really long day and I'm really, really fucking tired. Oh, but I hope you're all doing well. Just doing check. Everyone's switching off the opt-in for AI. Good, 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 good. Glad to hear that. On the bright side, you are alive, you are breathing, and you live to fight another day. That is a victory in my book. Hell yes, and that is the optimism we need these days. Sometimes life is really tough, it's really, really shitty, but you keep going, you keep breathing, you keep enjoying life as best you fucking can. Aubrey, just so you know, we're doing a quick safety check before we get going tonight, because Twitch has auto-opted in everyone who has a Twitch account to have their data and activity used for AI training purposes. So you can switch it off either on mobile or on desktop, but you have to go into your settings and you have to physically opt out of it. So we're just doing a quick safety check before we jump into tonight's stream proper. And we get to experience some more Tavern Talk stories, Dreamwalker, because I'm very curious to see what lies ahead for our wonderful story. Oh, thank you for the hydrate check. Thank you, thank you. Binkus, you had every opportunity to, just get rid of me permanently when I was visiting you earlier this week, and yet you didn't, so... That sounds like a skill issue to me. Oh. I'm waiting for the moment where it would be the funniest. No, Vegas, what you would do is you would wait until I eventually got Twitch partner, and on my announcement stream of just guys, after being 10 years on Twitch or something like that, I'm finally Twitch partner, I've worked so hard, I've come so far, and then it's just brain matter in front of the camera and I just drop dead. And Fingers just saunters into the into frame and just picks up the camera, just right in her face, just the bitch had it coming. Well, now you ruined the joke. It was gonna be a surprise. Ha ha ha. Maybe if I ruin all the jokes, then you won't be able to kill me in Minecraft. Aubrey, thank you so much for the gifted sub to the Nautical Menace. You're so incredibly kind. Thank you so much for the 2 gifted subs tonight. You're amazing. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hey, Shep, how's it going? How's it going, guys? I hope you all, haven't any difficulties with going in and switching off the opt-in for AI training. Give us a thumbs up or say all clear. Let's get an all clear, or even no, a fuck AI. Everyone who switched it off and confirmed that it's off, put in a fuck AI in chat. Because then we got the all clear, and then I'll be able to continue with this amazing game. And Aubrey, another gifted sub. This one to Jen. Thank you. And to Sean. Aubrey, thank you so much for the gifted subs. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh. And guys, we already finished a level 1 hype train. This is amazing. Thank you so much, Aubrey. Oh. Thank you. Thank you so much. And another gifted sub, this one to Sheb. Aubrey, thank you so much for your incredibly kind gifted subs. Oh. I'm gonna hear Aubrey, thank you for the gifted subs while I'm writing my manifest show. It'll be one of the things that's played in the Netflix documentary about my murder. And we have our first Pick My Voice of the evening requested by Jen for Aubrey. So Aubrey, if there is a particular Pick My Voice that you would like to hear, please let me know and I will do my best to entertain. But if we've got the all clear consensus for everyone that they've switched off the auto opt-in for AI training, that's all good. Glad to hear that. And then we can jump into returning to tonight's game, which is Tavern Talk Stories Dreamwalker. A big thank you from Gentle Troll Entertainment for sending me a gifted copy of this game. It really, really means a lot to me that I'm able to look at games like this and be gifted copies of this game. So if you want a link to check it out yourself, you can type in !sponsor and it'll come with the Steam page for tonight's game. Be sure to check it out. This is a great game series by an independent studio, and I love supporting indie games wherever I can. But thank you so much again to Gentle Troll Entertainment for the gifted game key. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Alrighty. Chat is practicing points communism again, the chat points. So long as, like, everyone's, like, cool with it, I am all for, like, chat point, like, communism. It's all good. Okay, AI's turned off on my end. Good. I think everyone is pretty much, like, confirmed that, yes, they've switched it off, which is fantastic to hear. I want to just make sure that you guys are safe, that you're aware of this, and that you're keeping your accounts nice and safe. Very well. Aubrey has requested the Countess, in which case I would be happy to grace this beautiful little tavern with my wonderful, esteemed presence. Alrighty, shall we return to this strange and cozy little corner of the world? Much more coastal than I would like, but, you know, to each their own. But I will say, already just this beautiful sight before us, I need to acquire one of these beautiful little creatures. I think we might have something similar in Velsvania, where they're more of a moth than a bee, but they are adorable and a little bit stupid. And I really, really want one as a pet. I will love it and cherish it and keep it safe from all harm. Alright, we return to this cozy little coastal corner of the world. Act 2, The Dreaming. Chapter 5, The Remake, 43 of the Dreaming Moon. Something mystical and magical seems to be on the air. Oh, my head. What happened? Right? Mine hurts like I was just rolled around in a barrel. I'm so sorry, I must have fallen asleep. Exactly, it's the middle of the day. Of course I was asleep. Unless your drowsiness is contagious, I don't think you're to blame for this. Seems we all passed out. Do either of you remember anything? Well, there was that fog. But what are my manners? You must be thirsty. Let's try to piece this all together after some refreshments. And now which of you two lovely ladies would like to volunteer to be my refreshment is what I'm going to be asking. And we have an incredible level 2 hype terrain, which is complete. I'm not quite sure what the terrain is, but I appreciate your generosity nonetheless. Thank you so very much to all of you. Yeah, that was kind of fun. But you look pretty frazzled, Mary. You could use something strong, right? I certainly wouldn't complain. Perhaps something filling. I feel lightheaded. You need a full mug, 5 shots of goodness, all poured into one. Just promise to catch me if I fall. Now, aren't you the sweetest little angel? Oh, she likes to be pampered as well. Oh, I simply must acquire one for myself. Alrighty. Filling full mug, 5 shots. Okay. let's have a look. Filling. All these are quite substantial, but we need something that's definitely got a bit more potency to it. Why don't we try this one? It looks to be fairly substantial. Alright, let's have a look. Oh, the poor sweet dear. She looks so unnerved. Is it because of the strange mystical energy in the air? Oh, fear not, you precious thing. We'll protect you. This is a tricky one, because there's so many options we can do. Something isn't right. Hang on, let's give that another try. But they especially wanted full mugs, did they not? No, that's not right. We need something a little bit more substantial. So it's not that one. And usually this is Seraphina's work. I don't have to do this myself. Let's give this another try, shall we? Again, that doesn't seem to be right. We need something full and robust, like a seasoned full-body wine. This is surprisingly tricky. And Aubrey, thank you so very much for the further gifted sub. This one to Revan Alva, thank you so very much for your incredible generosity. And for the kind invitation for me to return. I know there are some undead that choose to come and go wherever they please, but a lady waits for her invitation. I feel like I need to call in Serafina to assist me with this. It's proving to be surprisingly tricky, but I do think that it is time for me to depart, so thank you so much for the kind invitation to return. It is always welcome to grace you with my illustrious presence. And with that, we come to the end of that Pick My Voice. Thank you so much, Jen, for using your channel points to redeem that, and Aubrey for the delightful pick. But this is a little tricky, because I'm trying to... It's filling full mug 5 shots, so we need the full tankard to be full. We have 4, it needs to go all the way up to 5, so I'm struggling to think of, like, a cocktail that has, like, the capacity for 5 ingredients. Let's try with this one, the Slow Strike. And I'll try and see if I can mix these with... a ton of these, like, other ingredients. That's not right. That is right, but we need to get that middle one back down. Also, it's making me sad how anxious this little bean looks. I just want them to be okay and figure out what that weird purple ooze was. Okay, so that's a slow strike. But we need one more ingredient. Ah, what is it? Ah, it feels like there's... Okay. Because it's definitely that will, like, be the final thing that we need. Because I'm sure there's, like, an equation where it's like, you add some and then you take away some and it all balances out just right. But, oh, this is tricky. I think this is the closest we've come to this, though. Let me just give another try at the Forlorn Hubris. Because this is a similar kind of zigzaggy one where you can do a lot of things with these earlier ingredients. I feel like this one's close. Let me give this another try. Okay. It's alright, sweetie. Honestly, it's making me so sad seeing this precious little bean look so nervous. It's okay, honey. You're gonna be okay. Where is it? We need one that helps with big brain stuff. Where's the ones that improve brains? Ah, but you see what I mean? And then, like, when I choose... Which one is it again? Because that one finishes it and makes it a full-on hubris. But we need something... Oh! What am I doing wrong? I'm absolutely spoiling you, my sweet baby angel. Maybe try this one, Voyager's Dream, but just make it really, really simply. And then, is there one that can make my intellect go down? Oh. No, it needs to be charisma and intellect that both goes down. Dang it! Oh! Like, is it just me being stupid? Because I can't... Ugh. Those both go up. Doing wrong here, guys. Can you guys see what, or have an idea of maybe which one we go for? Because it has to be 5 ingredients, and I'm a perfectionist, so I don't want to serve something that I think is incorrect. It's got to be a minimum of 5 ingredients. Filling, full mug, 5 shots. That's all we know, is that it just needs to be to the top. Let's give this one another try. Because this one has the most zigzaggy of all the ingredients. Then just need something else that improves my speed. Hang on. No, that's not right either. Fuck! Oh, I'm so tempted to just look up what the answer is, because it has to be one of these drinks. But it's just like a very specific combination of ingredients that I'm missing out on. Oh, Bingus, honestly, if you just say which cocktail you think it is, and then I can try and experiment from there, that'd be fantastic. Because I'm like staring at this, scratching my head like, huh, still not quite getting it. Seasoned tides. Okay. Cool. I'll give this one a try. Aubrey, thank you so much for the 26-month resub. Time really flies when you're having fun. P.S. Wanted to say this earlier, but my app was glitching. I managed to do something that I thought was impossible, and that changed things for the better, and was feeling generous with the gifted subs. Oh, Aubrey, it really warms my heart to hear that, like, things are going really, really well for you. You absolutely deserve it, and thank you so much for extending that generosity to my little corner of the internet. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh, thank you so much, Aubrey. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the resub and all of the gifted subs tonight. Hell yes. Ah, you're amazing. Thank you. Okay. Because then if I just do this one, then that's the... Oh, that's almost the recipe. No, that is just the recipe. Oh, I just needed one more ingredient. Because it's got to be something like that increases a lot, but then takes other things away. I will say, I really like this, even though it's a bit tricky, I really like this improvement in this game where it makes things just a touch more challenging. So you're not just mixing drinks, but you're also, like, having to be... Oh, hang on. No, that's not it, because I've got to get the defense up as well. Damn it. Like, that just is the cocktail correctly. Okay. I'm gonna look at what those drinks that you mentioned, Bingus. What the bottles are. Fruit. Okay, so 2 reds and pink. Wait, yes, I think you've got it. Yes! Oh, Bingus! Oh, bless you. I love you. Thank you so much. Oh, that's tricky. Oh, that's gonna make things tricky. Good kind of tricky, but tricky. There you go, guys. This mug couldn't hold any more liquid if I tried. One sip of it was enough to ground me. Thank you. Right, so the fog. Whatever it did to us, it's over now. No point worrying if we're all fine, right? Nah, there's no need to worry. Yes, we should be worried. Fog doesn't normally make people pass out. We don't even know how long we were out for. And I didn't exactly wake up feeling refreshed. Doesn't it worry you that it's still lingering outside? Nah. I need to check on my parents. I just hope nobody got hurt. Yes, I should go and see them. Wait, Mary. I mean, it's still pretty foggy outside, right? Are you sure it's safe to do? Shouldn't we check for magic first? It's fine. I'll figure it out on the way. Okay, sure. Yeah, probably for the best. I mean, running away is often the best way to deal with a difficult situation. I had to get out the Excel spreadsheet for that one. It was tricky. It was very tricky, and I'm probably bracing myself for more puzzles like that in the future. I don't need your sarcasm right now. No, I'm being serious. When things go bad, it's best to leave and find better energy elsewhere. I left Avalon for that exact reason. You left the Dream Planes? How? Why, by using an ancient teleporting mirror, of course. A bit risky, but you gotta grab chances when you see them. I'm afraid teleporting out of the Dream Plane isn't just a bit risky, Kaya. It's close to impossible, and very dangerous. Hey, Fat Panda Gamer! How's it going? Welcome back. People usually get stuck in the barriers between them and other planes. You could have seriously hurt yourself, or worse. Oh, it was fine. I mean, the mirror broke, but I didn't. And I got to make a cute mosaic out of it after. Like I always say, if life gives you lemons, get a different life. Go ask to speak to Life's manager and punch people with the lemons. But that doesn't sound like the healthiest advice. I beg to differ. You can't fix everything. Life's too short for bad vibes. Also, lemons are good for your immune system. In small, occasional doses. Alright. You got me on a lemon technicality. And, you know, I'm sure there's a way back if I ever wanted to go. Oh, Aubrey! Thank you so much for the gifted sub to Fat Panda Gamer! Thank you! Thank you! Oh, thank you! That's not how the Dream Planes work. That was a one-way trip, Kaya. Oh, ever the pessimist. I have to go now. I need to make sure everyone is okay. I should check on the town too. Yes. You got it. See you around. Or not. Oh, cool. Is there anything I can do to help? No, but thank you. I feel like I ought to do something. You don't, Stephanie. This is on me. Also, I'm just going to turn my fan up. It is so hot in my apartment. Safe travels, Miriam. We didn't need her anyway. What a bore. No need to be so mean. Mean? She literally just walked out on us. She's worried about her family. But what if the fog turns her into a cloud or something? I just made her a friendship bracelet. Kaya. Yeah, you're right. So it's just you and me? What are we gonna do? Should we tidy up a bit? Mr. Fish, I totally forgot about you. You okay? Kaya, are you okay? I'm fine! I'm fine. Let's just tidy up a bit, yeah? The kind of people stumbling in here thinking we're a mess, you have a reputation to keep up. Sure, let's tidy up. Make things all neat and presentable once more. How odd. What? While I was out from that fog, I dreamed that all the shelves in the pantry were hanging upside down. And look, they are. Just how magically potent is that stuff? Also, the fact that it's still here is concerning. Well, that is odd, or as Mary would call it, rather peculiar. I hope she's alright. Me too. Oh, this sucks. She should be here helping us deal with whatever this magical weirdness is. But she's worried. I know, you said that. She said that. But she could have made sure we were all right first. What, does she have an identical twin that will die if they don't reunite by midnight or something? Well, I mean, she did look a bit like Hawk. She did look like a bit like Femhawk from Dragon Age 2. She does have a sister, actually. A younger one. Aw, what's her name? Well, Mariam, but... Zara. It's Zara. Oh, you know her first name? Are you close? We're... Oh! Oh, okay, so we established that we're acquaintances with Mariam. What if I was like... Because I was going to say, like, best friends, but that would be kind of awkward then if Mariam's, like, the older sister and then we're just acquaintances. What if I'm research partners with her sister? And then that's why we're just acquaintances, maybe. Let's go with research partners, see where this leads us. Congrats! Then I hope she's okay or whatever. Yeah, me too. I need a drink, like, now. Can you get me one? Sure. Anything in particular you're in the mood for? Something tells me defend the tavern in case that weird fog gets its way back inside. Well, I think it's a bit late for that. It seems to be still quite potent. And I can definitely use a spark of motivation if we have to do more cleaning. I could add an extra bit of courage for any hazards involving dust. Excuse me. Or just make it super refreshing to get you going after our strange power nap. Oh snap, both sound perfect. You're the expert here. Dealer's choice. Oh, it's okay, baby. My cutie patootie. Okay. Strange fog put us to sleep after invading the tavern. Who else could have been effective? And why did it mess with my interior design? Also, let's read a little bit more about our wonderful cast of characters. Agaius, Phantasm / Fawn, 32, he, him. He's a bard from Bokram and chaotic good. Agus yearns for adventure beyond the culinary. Raised on the legendary tales of his mother and other heroines like Aquila Delphine, Agus wants nothing more than to follow in their footsteps. While his courage hasn't caught up to his ambition yet, I'm certain it won't stay that way forever. He'll be out adventuring soon. Kaya, she is a Vila. She's 194. She's a druid from Avalon and chaotic neutral. Very much giving that. Kaya is a face-sized storm of sparks and laughs who's turned my tavern upside down. She makes friends faster than I make drinks and always has a razor-sharp quip at the ready. But beneath it all the panache, she's fiercely loyal to her best friend, Kane. I really hope we get to meet Kane at some point. Aubrey with another gifted sub. This one to Lucius Fire. Thank you so much for the further gifted sub, Aubrey. I really appreciate it. You've been so incredibly kind and generous tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, defend the tavern, spark of motivation, a bit of courage. Let's go with a northern brawler, methinks. And Aubrey with another gifted sub, this one to Rosen Online. Thank you so much. I've kind of lost count of how many subs that is. I mean, at the top you've given, I think 12 subs over the course of the month, which is incredible. Thank you so, so much. But tonight you've just been amazing. Thank you so much, Aubrey. Yeah, it's interesting, like, we just needed 3 ingredients for that, but I'm sure you could, like, mix it and then remix it with more. Or some of these drinks are gonna get tricky, I can tell. I hope my choice will serve you well. I feel like I could defend the tavern from the mightiest of cloud giants. Hey! You're finally awake. Hey guys, perfect timing. We could use some cheering up around here. What have you been up to? Worrying mostly. You and me both. But you're okay. I think so. I came by earlier, but you were out cold. Oh, hold on, you weren't? Did the fog only affect cute people in taverns? No, not at all. Everyone in town passed out. How long has it been, by the way? About 36 hours? Damn, we were unconscious for a while then. Oh my god, listen, like, Scarecrow, I've stopped playing Genshin Impact. I haven't played for like the past year or so. But when I saw the new character, Odette, and the fact that Shinezanaya has been unlocked, oh, I'm still in Fontaine, but I've really... Oh, it looks so good! And Arlecchino's on the latest banner. I'm trying to save money so badly, but it looks so good. I'm so tempted to start playing again. I woke up about halfway through. It was pretty scary. I thought you might never wake up. I guess it wasn't as effective because of my dream magic or something. I'm not sure how it interacts with creepy mists. I can't quick start Shinezanaya because I haven't finished Fontaine yet. I haven't, like, finished, like, the desert area either. I'm so far behind. No, because I can go straight to Shinezanaya. But the thing is, I want to do the story in the story order. Like, I don't want to rush to Shinezanaya without having first completed those chapters of the story, if that makes sense. I have a very particular way about playing games like that. It's different with, like, other games like AFK Journey, where it's, like, season-based. And so I'm active in the current season while completing the backlog of quests that I haven't been able to play because I stopped playing for a bit. Because I limit myself to one gacha game. That's, like, my go-to game. At the moment, it's AFK Journey for me. Damn, imagine playing Genshin for the plot. Like, fingers, like, it's genuinely really good. Like, people talk shit, like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm very aware, like, I want to keep the story going, because this is an amazing, like, mystery with, Dreamwalker, but also, there's some good stories in, like, games like Genshin Impact and AFK Journey. I'm really enjoying the story of AFK Journey. I'm finding it really compelling. Not just for one particular character. But, no, I'm not gonna go back to Genshin Impact. Not yet, at least. Let's refocus, shall we? Did you take the opportunity to draw mustaches on all our sleeping beauties? That would have been really clever, but no. I was panicking too much to do any mischief. I kept worrying about what the fog could have been doing to everyone. I wanted to help, but I had no clue where to start. We're safe and sound. No need to worry, you pretty little head. Let's just move on now, yeah? Yeah, I do that. Worry, I mean, more than I should. Probably. Is everyone else okay? I think so. I was trying to move people to safety when everyone started waking up. Excuse me. I was so relieved. But then again, it wasn't like waking up from a normal sleep, right? You felt that too? Everyone was so disoriented when they started waking up, struggling to remember things and all. That's when Capital Bristolstache approached me for help. Wait, is that his real name? Or did you just call him that? No, why would you call him something that isn't his name? That would be so mean. Aegeus is baby. I love Aegeus so much. Oh, and he's really hot as well. Does he have a really prickly mustache? No, but he does have heady ears, although I don't think it's that important. So, Captain Bristlestache. Incredible, so that's really his name. He knows I'm good with dreams. Oh, Aubrey! Steph, you're more than welcome. I always remember who was kind to me and supportive when I needed the most. That cameo really helped. I'm just paying the kindness back. Like... Thank you so much, because, like, Aubrey, I remember when you were going by your previous username and you were in my community for a really long time and then you took a break, which is absolutely completely understandable. I'm always touched that people want to come back, like, time and time again to my streams, my videos, and so forth. But honestly, if you ever need to take a break from, like, my stuff, like, have to take a break from watching me Twitch stream and stuff like that, that's absolutely fine. Just don't forget about me. But the fact that you came back and you were so excited to be back, it really just warmed my heart. So thank you so much for coming back, Aubrey. It really means a lot to me that you feel so comfortable in my community and that you really found your place here. We would love having you be a part of this, and thank you so much for your incredible support. Not just in all the gifted subs, of course, but just like your amazing presence, your excitement, your joy, just you're cool. Thank you so much for being here. You're cool. Hey, Fallout, how's it going? Welcome back. I helped him recreate his favorite pair of socks a few years back after they unraveled in the wash. And Aubrey with another gifted sub. This one to Fallout 567. Thank you so much. Oh my god. I literally thank you for, like, all the amazing gifted subs, and you just go, bet, and send another one. Bingus. For those who don't know, Aubrey had to leave and name change because their life of high-ranking crime boss caught up with them. Hence all the money for donations. In Minecraft! Listen. All I say is that so long as you are financially responsible and take care of your own responsibilities and needs first and foremost, then anything you can send my way is hugely appreciated. But don't ever feel compelled to, forced to, or obligated to. Only do it if you want to send like buy me a cup of coffee or something like that, or help me cover my bills for the month. It really, really does help. I'll never forget your face when I changed my username and you thought it was the real Aubrey Plaza. I had like a moment of panic, just like, wait, what? Because like stranger things have happened on Twitch. I tried to gently help guide people back into the realm of the wake, but all I did was accidentally cover them in goo. Were they dreaming of slime? No, but things I summoned are always a bit gooey. Like everything's covered in a film of dream residue, I guess. Oh, Bingus, I'll be so real. I have no idea who Aubrey Plaza is. Okay, for context, Aubrey Plaza is a kick-ass celebrity. She really rose to fame playing April Ludgate in Parks and Rec, but she's especially well known for having just a really blunt, dry sense of humor. She's very, like, she can be quite deadpan in her delivery, quite snarky. She's very Daria, if you watch the show Daria. But she's just a fun actress, and she's so fucking talented, and she gives great interviews on talk shows and stuff, and she's a bisexual icon. We love her. I really wasn't sure what to do, so I just ended up making things weirder. The captain asked me to stop helping after that. How rude, you were just trying to help. No, I get it. It isn't really comfortable having someone in your head. Nobody wants to have their inner thoughts exposed, not even to themselves sometimes. Mine are nothing but sunshine and rainbows. So my thoughts and I would be instant besties for sure. That's really good, Kaya. I wish mine were like that too. Oh, get over yourself. Like, chill, Kaya. He's being vulnerable. You could chill the fuck out for a hot minute. I'm sorry for being so melodramatic. No, I guess. You're doing everything right. Kaya's just being a little bit of a bitch, but we love her. Dark Souls. Hey, Steph, I wasn't sure if you saw my earlier message. I was wondering if you played the newest Coffee Talk game they released. I haven't played it yet because we've covered the previous Coffee Talk games. I was going to say Toffee Talk. The previous Coffee Talk games on my channel. I would consider streaming it. So I haven't played it for my own enjoyment yet, but I would consider streaming it. I just really wanted to play Dreamwalker first before we sink our teeth into that particular game. It's okay to feel down sometimes. I was just kidding. Oh, alright. Anyway, I came back to check on you again as soon as I could. I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're okay too. You are okay, right? No weird side effects or anything? We're both fit as a couple of fiddles. The two of us have just been tidying up the place, and it looks good as new. It really does. You never know anything's happened. So you're sure you're alright, Stephanie? No, I'll be honest and be like, no, things are still fucking weird. I've been better, I'll be honest. I get that. Is there anything I can do to help? Your presence is already helping. Oddly enough, I think I could just use a good night's rest, but thank you. What about you? Something tells me you could use a drink. You know it. I actually just found a recipe. There was this lemon in my left shoe and I had a peek at its streams. I started going a bit crazy during those 18 hours. Should I be worried about intellectual property theft if I make this drink? I don't think a lemon could afford a lawyer, and I could really use a fruity pick-me-up. Do you still have that pink potion? The round one with the gold swirls in it that calms your mind? I think we finally found something it'd be perfect in. Good call. Let me go grab it and we could taste test your new recipe. Alrighty, let's have a looky-loo. Oh, sweet baby angel. It's okay. A recipe straight from a lemon stream. Is it angry or just sour? It is for sure inspiring and refreshing. Negative emotions like sadness will be sucked away and replaced by the motivation to go out into the world. Since it's a fruity drink, I'm sure it'll become popular with sailors very soon. Let's just hope no one will start sleepwalking after drinking the streamy recipe. Bingus, it sounds like that drink is what we need to be drinking in our D&D campaign. We need to be sculling that shit. Alrighty then. So yes, we've also got this one. That's a 2. I think this is right. Yeah, Dow Sour, there we go. Wait, I'm by 2. Fuck, maybe I really am Aubrey Plaza. Who knows? Like, to be honest, you could just keep gaslighting us and keep saying that you're Aubrey Plaza. And hopefully she never finds out about this ongoing joke. I need to know, does it taste like a lemon's dream? Be honest. It tastes just like it. You're incredible, Stephanie. I don't know if I feel less crazy or more crazy, but it's great. You know, something about that fog feels kind of nostalgic. It reminds me of the stories my ma used to tell about her adventures in the Gulf of Fog. The way she talks about it made it sound terrifying and amazing at the same time. She's always been a thrill seeker. Nightmares don't scare phantasms, they excite us. Right, how did catching up with her go? Is she well? She's great, I think. We didn't really get to talk that much. She headed out before the fog started, and it's not like I would have been able to find her anywhere after. I wanted to show her my new potato soup recipe. Well, that'll be for next time, I guess. You mean the one from last year? Yeah, I just wanted to give her a little boost with some tasty food before she had to head out on her next adventure. But I get it, of course. She always has to leave on very short notice, so even saying goodbye can sometimes take too long. I'm so sorry to hear that. It's okay. Pa's still around. He's always around. He's just kind of there, you know? He spends most of his time cataloging the slime trails of various slugs and snails. It's the most boring thing imaginable. You know how hard it is to turn him down without telling him I'd prefer to cook the slugs instead? So what's so scary but awesome about the Gulf of Fog? Kaya? What? I'm just curious. It's okay, I was rambling. Rambling is exactly what this tavern is for! But scary awesome stuff is way more exciting. I guess the place is very foggy and, the treacherous waters there can easily lead you astray. Or into some rocks. Or worse, to a great sea monster. Most of the Gulf is swarming with dangerous foes. But of all of them, silk krakens have always scared me the most. Imagine a normal kraken, but its tentacles produce this strong, sticky silk. somewhere, there is an artist out there that is drawing interesting art of a kraken that can shoot silk. Like a spider kraken. Then it weaves enormous webs underwater to catch fish, or even entire ships. But just wait until you hear Ma's favorite part of the story. Apparently some crazy adventurers used to climb them, and then use their tentacles like some sort of slide. Hey Sophia, how's it going? Pull the brakes, full stop. Wait a minute, really? Now that's a new life goal unlocked. I mean, they might just be old tales. I've never encountered anyone who actually dared to try. Well, you're talking to someone who's going to. I'd love to see that. Promise you'll come back here and tell us everything? That reminds me, I totally forgot to ask about Kane's birthday. How were the tombs? Let me tell you, they were absolutely mind-blowing. And I found the perfect gift. That's great. Should I help you summon up a box now? It depends. Will it be covered in goo? Maybe, but we can clean it off. Water usually works wonders. And the fog isn't knocking anyone out anymore, right? No, I think it's harmless snow. It seems to just cause a bit of dizziness, but that could also just be my anxiety. No! Oh, sweet baby angel. Sorry, I'm feeling very protective of Aegeus. He's giving, like, genuinely sweet himbo energy. Not himbo energy in terms of, like stupidity, but himbo energy in terms of, like, golden retrievers, like, genuine sweetness. Oh. They're so nice. I'll check out the marketplace for now, then. See you later. Bye, Mr. Fish. Alright, see ya. I think I ought to check up on my pa too. And the restaurant. Looks like my shift starts in 5 minutes. And maybe Mar is at the docks after all. I'll come by with some leftovers for you and the crew later. Maybe don't stray too far outside, just to be safe. I wouldn't dream of it. Yeah, I'm really curious to know what all this weird fog is. Okay, let's see. Strange fogs. No, that's not it. Okay, visiting Lava Leech Collector fills with burning peaks might quite literally live up to the new world soon. Vampire lives in a castle inside a volcano. Okay, cool. So we can start to piece these together, but we don't have enough to actually make anything yet. So these are not related for now. I think I'm done then. This is fine. This is fine. I will say, I really like the, like, drawing on the constellations, and not just for, like, aesthetics, but them being, like, a, like, what the cocktails are kind of just designed around a bit, at least in terms of, like, the zigzags with pouring the drinks and stuff. Act 2, The Dreaming, Chapter 6, A Dozen DIY Disasters, 44 of the Dreaming Moon. Mariam, good to see you. Good to be here. It feels like a weight gets lifted off my shoulders every time I walk through your doorway. Hang on. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm very EP today. That's exactly what I was going for when I built this place. I brought some puff pastries. What a pleasant surprise! What's the occasion? Kai made them. And if I may, I would like to trade them for your alchemical expertise applied to certain physiological circumstances I'm experiencing. Are you trying to order a drink? Yes, that is indeed the case. It'd be a crime to let those pastries go unaccompanied by a proper drink. What can I get you? I'm craving something for the mind. Perhaps using the Jubei potion would be a good fit. Something that matches the potion's effects. There's a lot I need to process right now. Sounds like you had an eventful time. Let me get that drink sorted and I'm all ears. Okay. Let's have a little looky-loo. Okay, uses the Jubei potion. Matches potion's effects. What is Jubei again? Ooh, that one. So more brains rather than defense. For the mind, Jubei potion matches potion's effects. I think this one? Creativity and confidence. Is that because I think that's the only one that's really for the mind. So yeah, let's go with Forlorn Hubris. First things first. Mix that one in there. This is right? Yes, Forlorn Hubris. What else could I offer a wizard but this crunchy delicacy? It pains me to admit it, but you're putting my own concoctions to shame. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the hydrate check. The pastries are delicious, by the way. Feels like I've woken up in paradise just from in time for the afternoon buffet. Oh, thanks for the stretch check. Ah. Oh, sorry, guys. Thank you. It was mostly Kaya's efforts, really. She's a devil in the kitchen. I mean, in a positive way. Like, she's good at baking. That's all I meant. So yes, I'm inclined to agree with your analogy. Shall we start parsing your thoughts with an origin story of these sugar-loaded bad boys? Certainly. Kaya's plan was to bake something for Kane's re-birthday, but she wanted to practice first. So she simply waltzed into a few local bakeries looking for a kitchen to borrow. Instead, we ended up finding our luck in a private residence by the docks. The sweet smell attracted us there. It wasn't unlike the grapefruit star biscuits Zara and I used to make in the summer to avoid doing homework. I remember you'd make enough batches for the whole neighborhood. Maybe I should make a grapefruit drink at some point. Perhaps. Anyway, our careful optimism was greeted by a seasoned dwarf named Dwarlaf, who, crucially, had a spare oven. Jackpot. We later found out it was his late partner's oven. He used to host brunch quite frequently. Dwarlaf was happy to see it being used again. How wonderful. We ended up trying out his partner's puff pastry recipe. We utterly failed at recreating it, but he seemed to enjoy watching us try. He was quite sweet, though he left after a while to give us some space. He may have gotten the wrong idea about Kaya and I. We were just having some fun. Sure, Miriam, sure. Sometimes fun benefits from privacy. Oh, shush. I'd only meant to help her find a kitchen. There's still so much left to do for the festival. My mother wants to rent about all the benches that exist in the realm, so we won't have to turn anyone away from the feast. But Kaya kept giving me more things to do during the baking process, and I got pretty caught up trying not to burn anything. I may have also accidentally fallen asleep while the pastries were in the oven. Sounds like you needed it. I fear I've been a little too neglectful of my sleep recently. The world doesn't exactly stop turning, if you know what I mean. No, but you still need to rest either way. That's the plan, killing with kindness. I'll just like get a heart attack one day from like a bajillion gifted subs. Just like full on anime nosebleed, just brain aneurysm. If only rest wasn't accompanied by so many nightmares. Maybe the magical fog that put everyone to sleep has something to do with that. I've certainly had an uptick in bad dreams. Not impossible. What's been plaguing you? Ghosts of the past. I suppose the nature of ghosts is to haunt. I hope they're paid well for it. What's haunting you? It's difficult to explain. Have you ever felt like you were pulled out of the world? Like you're standing just at the edge, never quite reaching the world around you? You become so invisible to everyone, you stop existing, even to yourself. Yeah, it's called depression. I sometimes get that too. Yes, it's awful. Dreaming of that cursed fog earlier certainly didn't help me feel any more real. When I tried to yell for help, it filled my lungs and I couldn't say a word. I thought it would consume me entirely. Then someone grabbed my hand and it felt like warmth flooded back through my entire body. I was real again. Kai had woken me up to let me know she made 2 more batches of pastries. Good thing you weren't alone. Good thing indeed. So you're saying I have the fog to blame for that? I mean, these types of events always have strange side effects, right? Remember the June mimic invasion? Everything tasted like sand for months. I'm just glad the fog didn't arrive earlier. Imagine if Kai and I passed out while we were still on the step. That would have been pretty bad, I suppose. But luckily, my hard, unpadded floor caught you both instead. Indeed. Anyhow, Dwarlof helped us decorate the pastries and then bid us farewell. He was tearing up when we said our goodbyes, and even though they seemed to be tears of joy, Kai made sure to rush outside before he was done. We had accidentally made more than we could reasonably carry, so we passed them around town. And I saved you some. I appreciate that, though it's a pretty big portion, even factoring the bee-bug's appetite. I was going to give some to my parents, but they were too distracted with work. Right. They've just lost several shipments of potions in the Gulf of Fog. It seems our recent weather phenomenon has made it even more difficult to traverse. It's not like we have a festival to host or anything. I'd offer to help, but I don't like your parents. No! I want to help! I appreciate it, but I like you too much to put you through that. They've been working frantically to replace the lost inventory. We've been brewing day and night trying to catch up. But we can't compensate for all of it, naturally. My brewing skills are decent, but I'm not the expert they need me to be. Much to my parents' disappointment, but that's family, right? I mean, not universally so, if you say so. On a positive note, I managed to pocket one of our discontinued potions for you. Ooh, new potion to play with. I love it, thank you. Also, greetings from my parents, I suppose. They still hold you in high regard. I'm sure they do. So where do you go from here, Mariam? To be honest, a little break would be nice. Though maybe I did take a break. I did get to back out of Gafreya off-site retreat. It's one of those big events where all of us mages get together with the administrative personnel for a few days. Some people even bring their spouses and kids along. It always begins with the usual corporate stuff, tedious presentations on various statements and boring charts. You know how it is. I would say, like, I'm familiar with their, like, I was research partners with their sister, so I would say, yeah, I'd probably be familiar with that. After that, the focus shifts to outdoor pursuits. Mountain climbing, camping, mimic hunting, the usual team building nonsense. Will Susie from HR dare to jump into the cursed lake? That sort of thing. Sounds like fun? Sounds like an inefficient use of my time. Or a break. I don't know the proper etiquette for those sort of events anyway. Will you get to catch up with your work friends another time then? I don't have any work friends. Oh, I see. Keeping it professional. Sure, let's call it that. I think I ought to get back to the potion brewing, or bench ordering, or flower art making. Thanks for spending time with me today, Miriam. I really hope you get the break you deserve. Don't be a stranger. Don't forget about me first, Stephanie. Never. I like their relationship. Oh yeah, Aubrey Plaza, like the actual celebrity, she's gonna be an amazing mom. Hey guys! That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. A ghost pirate ship wouldn't need cannons. What will they attack with? Glitter? Ghost laser beams, obviously. How else would they fight the ghost krakens? There's no such thing as ghost krakens. Krakens don't have souls. You don't have a soul. None of that is real. Welcome back. A good evening to you two. I apologize for the tumultuous welcome, Stephanie. It's good to see you. Can I offer you a drink? Please, I fear I might lose my mind otherwise. What can I get you in your remaining sanity? Something calming, perhaps? Sort of refreshing beverage that'll anchor me in the moment and soothe my spirits. To counteract the stress headache their conversations have given me. A stress headache is a bit of an exaggeration, don't you think? You're right. I should have said despair instead. I'll see what I can do to fix your ailments. Let's have a looky, Lou. Calming, refreshing beverage, soothing the spirits. Calming, soothing. I think this will probably be the best one. Calming, refreshing. Soothe spirits. I think it needs to be cooler then. I think a forlorn hubris is right. Calming, refreshing beverage. Soothe my spirits. And despair. Yes, I think this is the right one. I think this is right. Oh no, it was the wrong one. Oh no! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It was about time I fucked up. My take on your predicament. I see where you're coming from. It's not exactly what I had in mind, but I appreciate getting to try more of your menu. At least he's nice about it. Speaking of, I've got something for you in return. On our journey, I met some cotton candy makers from Creta. They settled in Zenith years ago. Cotton candy makers? You'll get it soon. They sell a special flavor they called Frosty Fruit Mix. They said it was inspired by their favorite drink from their hometown. Naturally, I asked them for said drink's recipe so I could bring it back to you. Oh, that's so thoughtful, thank you. I hope it brings you much joy. Now I finally get to tell you how your drinks helped us. So that's what you told him you'd do this whole drink thing for? Did you guys become friends during your quest? No. We're not friends. Teammates. Bitter enemies. What she said. Of course. Did you make friends with the townspeople then? We tried our best. I gotta admit, you charmed them pretty well with your lies and deceit. More like with our creativity. I'm inclined to agree with Gris. Gris? The Fae won't give us their true name. Real suspicious if you ask me. You're the one running around with bombs up your sleeve. Only because you didn't manage to steal them yourself. That's what you think. What? Now, could we... If you stole something from me, I'll blow you to smithereens, you overgrown twig. I'd like to see you try. Alright, get over here! No, keep calm, guys. If you start a brawl, I'm kicking you both out. And how exactly are you gonna do that? By temporarily hiring Kazar as security. Now sit back down. Fine. Buzzkill. Watch it, or you have to start making your drinks yourself. Can I use your nook? No. Get your own bar for that! So, how did I help? Of course, Picture this! We arrived as curious tourists, looking for nothing more than a few relaxing hours in Feoja's most idyllic town. It seems as if you're skipping the parts where you tried to run off at least 15 times on the way there. I was merely scanning the area. It's adventuring 101. I'm sure. Tao was able to tell you about the colourful spiral patterns on the town's cobblestones before we even arrived. And if that wasn't fun enough, they were holding a carnival. It was pretty cool, I gotta say. They had a Ferris wheel and everything. Did you ride it? I wanted to. They also had a great knife throwing booth. I won so many trinkets, like this one. Oh, something new for me? Oh, it's so cute, I love it. I think you should have it. I'll find a good place for it. Oh, I also won an iridescent cocktail mixing set. Stephanie, maybe you could show me how to use it? I'm sure you'll figure it out yourself. I guess I'll just have to spy on you then. What was your favorite part, Kazar? Hard to choose. It was all very... colourful? New. I'd never been to a carnival before. Do they not have them in the Majocracy? They do. Anyhow, I quite like the floating bubbles and the endless mirror maze, but my favourite was the crepe station. They even had some Majocracy delicacies, those I did know. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles. Weird, but kind of tasty. The store was run by a local baker, and we took the opportunity to rope him into a conversation about our case. Apparently the thief had recently started cutting small panels of wood out of people's walls. And if he hadn't started preaching about Cassiopeia, we would have found out more. They were struggling. I merely thought they could use some light. They could light a torch. We were trying to avoid attention, and then everyone was listening to this guy's sermon. But it did give me an idea. What if instead of trying to find the thief, we lured them to us? How'd you do that? By using my Leviathan given gifts for some remodeling. You know, by creating a pattern of colourful cobblestones that conveniently led into an empty alley. Smart. Obviously I needed to make a scene to get our hidden culprit to look down, so I made the ground rumble as the colours bled into a turquoise serpent. And then someone elbowed me. You were clearly up to shenanigans. Yeah, great ones. Not sure I'd call near fatalities great. That was your fault. Fatalities? You see, when she elbowed me, the spell got a bit out of control. A shockwave went through the entire town square. And the Ferris wheel collapsed. Damn it! Like, come on! I can't let you go anywhere without causing chaos. Collapsed? The wheel was clearly flimsy, okay? The only reason no one got hurt was because Vey reacted so quickly. Vey? She's a wizard who was traveling with a party of adventurers. They were passing through Zenith on their research trip. She's doing a PhD on something on boring, like, alleged gnome civilizations on Boreas. That's super interesting. You're just being petty. As soon as the wheel collapsed, we ran towards it. You ran. I was dragged. The wizard had managed to magically catch everyone that would have otherwise fallen. Show off. Agreed. She saved people's lives. Lives that you endangered because you wanted to show off. If you hadn't broken my concentration, nothing would have happened. How was I supposed to know that you suck at magic? You could have minded your own business. I really like Gris. I want to support Gris. Like, they were concentrating on a cool spell. It's not their fault that things got out of control. I do think Una's right, though. Like, actually right. Like, it could have gotten people hurt, but at the same time, magic is unpredictable. I want to support a fellow future tavern owner, so I'm going to support Chris. I think Chris is right. You could have asked them what they were doing before elbowing them. Especially if you had no idea what you were interrupting. I thought they might hurt someone, and I was right, they almost did. You did contribute to it a little bit. Oh, maybe, but no more than Gris. So it's definitely her fault. I think it's the fault of the missing screws, actually. That was definitely part of it. Someone stole a bunch of screws out of the wheel, made it very susceptible to being knocked over by a spell. Weird thing to steal. If I was a thief, you are. If I was a thief in Zenith, I'd go with flowers instead. There's such an incredible variety. We saw snapdragons, which were certainly good omens for our path of trickery. There was so much clary sage, there was no wonder the whole place felt so calming. The giant sunflowers that just oozed optimism. They also represent loyalty, you know? Could you give us a break? You already talked about all this the whole way back. Flowers speak their own language. They're far easier to understand than people. I'm sure if you asked them what they thought of you, they'd tell you to lighten up. If the flowers speak your language, I have no interest in learning it. Sorry, hang on. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so tired. Whatever. Stephanie, what's your favorite flower? Aw, roses on adoption. I will say I do really like sunflowers. They're beautiful. They're always facing the sun. I like to be more like that. Good choice. So back to the topic at hand. Because of your stunt, those amateur adventurers wanted to get us arrested. Unfortunately for them, we managed to sneak away while Una was making them count the screws. Just thinking about all that is making me bored. I think I need a drink to wake me up. Maybe something icy cold would do the trick. Something that reminds me I'm lucky to be here despite General Screws Loose and Detective Burdock. You know, as a morale booster. Detective what? It'd be a cutting insult if you knew anything about flowers. I don't have the right flowers on hand to underline your point, but I'll see what I can do about the drink. I think this was maybe the one that was supposed to be Forlorn Hubris. Okay, let's have a look. Wake me up, icy cold, lucky morale booster. Yep, it was supposed this one was supposed to be the Forlorn Hubris. Dang it. I always try and get a perfect score with this game, but this game is tricky. There we go. How's this for an interlude? It's something alright. I tried to make them fall asleep so the other two will have to tell the story instead. It's almost working. Almost. Needing a fresh approach, I quickly won us a fake monster hunting badges at the knife throwing booth. Then I grabbed Mr. Should we get another crepe? And we checked on that kid mentioned in the quest. Good to hear you are having fun. Hear you having fun while we're fixing all that you broke. Boo-hoo. With our newly found credentials, we introduced ourselves to him as monster hunters sent to investigate the poor kid's fears. Good con. Is it a con if we were actually there to help? Don't ruin it. The boy was in his living room, hiding in a blanket fort his parents had built for him. Apparently the monster had stolen his favorite toy brick dragon, so he no longer felt safe in his own room. Said monster only came out at night when he was alone, and he was too scared to face it. I expected his parents to be skeptical at the very least, but instead they just asked us to help him. They were very patient and understanding of his fears. Kids should still be taken seriously, I do agree with that. He trusted them enough to share his fears with them. Even if the monster wasn't real this time, there might be another one in the future. They want him to know, they want him to know he can go to them for help anytime. That's quite sweet. Regardless, we thought it safer to have the three of them stay with their neighbor's uncle, the baker. I was contemplating what to do next when Gris said they had a plan. Unfortunately. Hey, it was a good plan! It was a plan, yes. We decided to pose as the sleeping child. For bait, we set up a trail of screws and loose pieces of wood I'd found at the carnival. God damn it, Chris. Leading to the center of the child's bedroom. We even opened up the window for easy entry. And then, as the sun slowly set, with no sign of anyone coming to arrest us, we pretend to be asleep. Did the bed even fit both of you? Well, enough. Barely, but it was comfortable enough. I almost dozed off. I was planning on just letting them take a nap when I heard it. Creaking floorboards, tiny tapping noises, this repetitive scraping sound. Stealthily, we peeked over the bed frame and saw a tiny creature, humanoid in shape, with 6 arms, a massive coat, and a top hat that covered half its face. The hat was infused with a single red gemstone in the center. It was dragging the screws over one by one and storing them under the bed. Suddenly, it looked up, staring right at us through the gemstone that I realized was one very strange eye. It froze for a moment. Then the gem began to glow, distorting the air around it, filling the room with multiple hypnotic patterns. I started to feel dizzy and so incredibly tired, as if something was pulling my consciousness far away. So in a moment of panic, He pulled down my hat, covering my eyes. I was acting on instinct. Oh my goodness, Rickstag with the next Pick My Voice of this evening, requesting again for Aubrey Plaza, because Aubrey has been so incredibly kind and generous tonight. Aubrey, if you want to have another option for Pick My Voice, then feel free to suggest a particular character. I was acting on instinct. Oh, Dr. Sharp. Well, in that case, I would be most delighted. Thank you so much for inviting me to come along to this little soiree. It's been quite some time since I've been invited out to a tavern like this, but I'm sure I'll have a fantastic time. Let's see what these wonderful heroes have to say. I was acting on instinct. Yeah, well, I tried to ask what weird visions Cassiopeia was sending him, and there was no response. It's interesting to see a fellow individual with senses to otherworldly phenomenon, let's just leave it at that. Instead, all I heard was someone standing up from the bed and walking towards the window. Then there was a strange buzzing sound that kept getting louder and louder until I couldn't see anything. So I threw Andu at the sound. Immediately, there was a loud crash and a squeak. Without wasting any time, I jumped up, pulled my hat off, and put it over the creature, trapping it in place. I stopped Quasar Thanks, Quasar. I spotted Quasar with one foot on the windowsill and quickly tackled him to the floor before he could do anything stupid. Oh, I tried to, at least. He's heavy. The charm had already worn off. He was still looking ominous. I was distracted by the stars reflecting on the solid blue stones below. It was like waking up from a deep slumber. Did you see anything while its magic was affecting you? No. Yes, maybe. I saw a starless beach. It was impossibly dark and... You felt lost? Yes. No. I knew that beach. My family often visited it. I just didn't want to be back there. Obviously, I didn't want him to get caught under another spell, so I used some of my clary sage I pocketed earlier to make an impromptu anti-charm eye cream. I learned how to make it in the primordial sea from some siren witches. I didn't really want to rub flowers in my eyes, but who am I to complain about divine methods? You'd love to complain, but it worked. We approached the hat, and as we lifted it, the creature lunged at us. Griss's familiar restrained it. Oh, thank you so kindly for the hydration check. It is good to stay hydrated at all times. Especially keeps the mind working nice and smoothly. Oh, and stretch check as well. Why, thank you. Oh. I must say, it does get quite a stiff back from listening to my patients all day, taking notes and all that. We tried talking to the unfamiliar critter before quickly realizing it didn't speak or understand any language known to us. But that was hardly a problem. I simply asked Quasar to get us some of that starlight he was staring at earlier. I summoned a small astral star in the palm of my hand, illuminating the dark room. The creature immediately stopped struggling. It was like the light had some sort of calming effect on it. I also threw massive shadows on the walls, which Griss used to perform a shadow theatre show. Apparently, that's the best way to communicate with strangers. Turns out it was pretty good at shadow puppets. We learned it was building a home under the floorboards below the kid's bed. We found a bunch of stuff stolen from around the house, rearranged into a cozy abode for multiple wee people. Tiny bedrooms, a living room with improvised vases, even a setup for playing board games. It's curious, sometimes my patients will say that they hear scuttling in the walls. Usually it's the rats, but they sometimes, their minds are off with the fairies in the kindest way. But I'm yet to experience a phenomenon of actual adorable fae making homes in the walls. Curious. Honestly, it should have considered a career as an interior decorator. I was about to ask why it had done all that when suddenly there was a loud knock at the front door. Was it the guards? No, just a snitch, Una. I saw the massive magical light shining from the kid's room and assumed it was probably where I'd find Cassiopeia's favourite glow stick. You see, while they were busy napping, Vay's party and I managed to lure the other creatures into a trap by stealing my plan to change the cobblestones. Psh, we merely recycled it. Well, we didn't need to play shadow puppets with them. Gideon has a knack for telepathy, so it was much easier for us. Also, Nemesis promised he'd teach them sign language sometime. Sounds like you made some friends. Friends are very healthy. Ah, maybe. Who knows? Turns out the creatures didn't know what they were doing anyway, didn't know why they were doing anything either. They didn't even know where they had come from or where they were, or what they were. Suddenly they were just there, craving dark spaces and shiny objects, and with the urge to build themselves a home. I mean, they had to live somewhere. Why did they change the cobblestone's colour? They were bored. Well, they were so scared to be seen by anyone, but also wanted to be seen, for people to know they exist, you know? So that translated into mischief. Can't blame them for that. Obviously, they couldn't just keep living under people's floorboards or hypnotizing them that tried to kick them out, so... You told them they could stay with you? I live in your attic. Do you want to host 100 critters? I mean, it could certainly be interesting, sharing your space with another and trading stories and all that. But these things need to be done with diligence and care, and not to get swept up in your imaginings. And Aubrey, thank you so very much for the gifted subscription to Bubble Bath Pie in the Face. You're so incredibly kind and generous. Thank you so much for not just the amazing gifted subscription, but also for my kind invitation. It's been wonderful to grace you all this evening. But I believe I should be getting back to my patients. They've been waiting far too long for me. And with that, we come to the end of that Pick My Voice. Thank you so much, Rigstack, for using your channel points, and Aubrey for the wonderful selection of voices. When she boasted to us about her findings, I thought perhaps they needed some guidance. Like from a temple? No, not everyone needs the divine light when they are lost. I remembered Una's friends were planning to journey to Boreas to study a rumored community of gnomes. Gnomes are very small and talented builders. Maybe they could help these new creatures find their footing in this world. Not a bad idea. Right? It wasn't the worst of ideas, so we went ahead and pitched it to the group. But the creatures were hesitant. Turns out they also stole a bunch of parts from Vay's ship and were afraid it wouldn't last the journey. No worries on that front though, we simply fixed it. Duskfather was surprisingly helpful. Our ministry owns a lot of ships for mission trips. When I first started out at the Order, I spent a lot of time doing bad repair work. It wasn't that bad. You can boast a little. I worked hard to improve. I did enjoy that your definition of repair included a new cannon. Excuse me. You can never have too much firepower. I'm inclined to agree. Of course, Gris didn't bother to help, and once we were all done with the repairs and improvements, they were just gone. I went back to the kids' house to clean up our mess by myself, which is where I found Gris. Practicing building a blanket fort? No, telling bedtime stories to the kid. Not bedtime stories, urban legends. We rebuilt his toy brick dragon, and I told him I'd summon a powerful guardian of Leviathan into it to protect the dark spaces in his room from monsters. Can you do that? No. You don't know that? Maybe I'm specialer than you. You wish. Anyway, then we had to head back to keep Quasar's promise to you or whatever. And Una helped you find your way back? How nice of her. No, I planned to join the adventurers on their ship, but just before they left I realized my transponder cuff broke. Or someone broke it. Chris. Precisely. I didn't do anything! That I can prove. Maybe your weird cuff just broke it by itself. What's the big deal anyway? The big deal? This thing is what keeps me anchored to this plane. Every time the astral currents try to grab me and swing me back to the astral sea against my will, the modified garnets pull me back to my home base instead. Home base? The humble, drowsy dragon. She has a whole workshop set up upstairs with a giant machine hooked up to my water and heating systems. Yeah, it's pretty cool, but it only works when I'm connected to it via the cuff. Otherwise, I might lose another arm. Astral currents are unpredictable. And if I get pulled back now, I'd be trapped in the astral sea again. Dragons know when I'd get another chance to return to Gaia. But the astral sea is a beautiful place. Not if you can't leave. Vay's party was my chance to get out there, see the world, explore a hidden island I'd never get to see again. But no, instead I have to fix my gel safe and hope I meet another group who'll want me around. I want you around? I know. Thanks. Whatever, it's fine. I'll fix it. I just hate that I had to walk all the way back here with these losers. At least we got to take a nap break. Did you also encounter the fog? I'm pretty sure everyone did, Stephanie. We passed out like babies, but luckily everyone else did too. So no one, including Gris, could rob us. Definitely put a dent on the day. Oh, take care, Aubrey. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. It's so good to see you. and we hopefully see you again soon. Speaking of getting some rest, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really tired tonight, and it's just so hot in my apartment. I'm finding it really difficult to focus on this wonderful game, and I really want to take my time with it. So I think I'm gonna finish like the day in game, and then once we get back to like the clock with the moving heavens and everything like that, I might wrap it up a little bit early tonight. Just because, like, also this game is very dialogue heavy, and talking for extended periods of time and trying to keep up with all the voices does drain my stamina quite a bit. But yeah, thank you so much for understanding, guys. I do really appreciate it. I'm so sorry that we're going to be wrapping it up just a bit earlier than usual tonight. Definitely put a dent on the day. It was certainly a hazard. Once we woke up, we encountered a lot of confused, scared people. Of course, this guy made sure to help everyone. What other option was there? None. Be a good person, help others. Oh, you're not wrong. It felt good to help out. You didn't have to help everybody. Yes, I did. I'm a paladin. It's my duty. You're mostly an asshole. Hey, what was that? How are you doing that? It's just a simple spell to keep the age rating people off my back. I came up with it myself. Cool. Can you teach me? Please don't. Sure. Awesome. I found the nap refreshing, to be honest. Made Gress a bit useless, though. I kept staring off into space. Things were weird after the fog, don't you think? Very weird. I mean, it knocked us out. That itself was strange. Sure, but even after that, it looked like the world around us kept shifting, you know? The trees became larger, the leaves brighter, the air smelled like syrup so sweet my teeth hurt. It sounds a little like Avalon. The realm of dreams is intense, according to legend. Yes. Isn't that where your sneaky ass is from? I feel like you mentioned something about Ferris wheels withstanding tremors in the realm of the Fae. Wasn't it nice getting a taste of home? It's so difficult to reach after all. No! I travelled really far to get away from home! Is that why you were so intent on keeping the pace up and on our way back? Maybe. I thought I kept seeing... Never mind. But yes, obviously. I didn't want to get trapped in this cursed hallucination. I get that. Not being able to leave a place is... horrifying. Why did you leave? For the longest time I couldn't. You can't really plane hop all that easily, you know? But I couldn't even explore my hometown. Not without it feeling like a prison anyway. Oh, I know. I love Andrew so much, he's so cute. Whenever I get a taste of freedom, I end up coming back. No one tells you there's another choice. So you just keep bearing it and bearing it and bearing it. Eventually I realized I didn't have to. I could just walk away. And go where? Anywhere. Anywhere else. See everything, huh? Be free. I didn't feel like I was back there, that I might not be able to get away this time. You're not there, you're here. And you can leave or stay whenever you want. I know, you couldn't stop me if you tried. Though your drinks are a delicious trap. They're not a trap. Coming back to a place you enjoy isn't a restriction. It's part of the freedom you worked so hard to find. Not every routine is unsafe, especially when cute familiars are involved. Those are always a major plus. Do you think the captain can teach Andrew some tricks? If you ask them nicely. I'm sorry to interrupt, but Gris, did I make you feel like you couldn't leave? All those times you kept trying to run off. I mean, you wanted to arrest me. That's Confinement 101. You did commit a crime. You just think I did. Conspiracy, Your Honor! Exactly! I see. I'm sorry, I got a bit caught up in the paranoia of it all. You making sure, you wouldn't hurt anyone. I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I know. And he made some good decisions in Zenith, even when I wasn't around. In any case, he should have been free to make bad ones too, I suppose. I apologize about the constant surveillance. No, screw you. Oh. You apologized? Don't make me repeat it. Thanks. So, you're free to go. Just stop stealing in front of me, you idiot. Got it. Bingus, I'm not sure if you're still here, but isn't this... I don't know, this makes me kind of think of a certain, like, dynamic between player characters in our D&D game. I'm gonna go check out that bakery at the port. I heard they have some great plum cakes. Have fun. Okay. I think that was an invitation. An invitation. To go along with them. Oh, I'm not sure it was, but I shall go ask, just in case. Dragons, they're so dense. And yet they solved the quest. With my help. And your sabotage. And your friend's help. Could have been friends. Now the hypnotic creatures are befriending them and I'm back to square one. Square two, at least. You know how to fix the cuff just fine. Then you can get back out there. I just feel like it would have been too dangerous anyway, you know? The cuff would have broken eventually. Yes, fingers. That, or they would have had to been extra careful for me. That would have soured the mood. It's just so unfair. They could just go and I'm stuck here. We are stuck here. We are. I like being here, though. I like being here, too. It's just... I'd love to see the world, too. Would a drink make this any easier? Oh, you just get me. Hit me with something that'll help me defend myself from breaking stupid fate breaking my beautiful creations in the future. Or from the astral currents that'll eventually have to wrestle. Seems like we could all use a little bit more of a hopeful attitude about our near future as well. Do your worst to convince me. Okay, let's have a look. Defend and hopeful attitude. This Cosmic Dipper one does look very fun. Yes, this is the right one. What am I missing? I need to reduce my charisma a little bit. That adds more charisma. What do I do to get rid of it? There we go. That's another good recipe for a northern brawler that uses 5 ingredients. So, feeling convinced? I wish I could be down in the dumps about this, but it's delicious. Hey, at least I got to see a pretty cool carnival. And I fixed a whole Ferris wheel. It was actually my first time seeing one. Don't tell Dumber and Dumber. When's the last time you went to a carnival? Oh, it's been a while since I've been to a carnival, so more than 2 years ago. I went with Miriam and another friend. They invited me. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go, whether I'd be too exhausted to enjoy it. But I saved up all my metaphorical spoons and literal knives for throwing, not crime, so I could go with them. It was beautiful and dazzling and overwhelming. I had fun, but by the end I was so exhausted I slept for 3 days straight. Didn't seem worth it in the end. But didn't you just say you had fun? I did. But I feel like I held my friends back, like I dragged them down, you know? I think your friends asked you to join because they wanted you to be there with them. I'm sure it's a cherished memory for them both. I hope so. Nowadays it feels like things are just too much for me. I can't handle that much time outside anymore. This is getting a little bit too personal. This is getting, I'm feeling uncomfortable and a little called out. I get it. I'll bring you some cotton candy next time, okay? How about a miniature Ferris wheel instead? Now you're getting demanding. I like it. I'll see what I can do. Thank you, Una. Anytime. Just make sure you're always here when I return, okay? Would hate to be locked out. I'll get you a spare key. As you should. I'm going to fix my cuff now. Ugh, if I see Chris again, I'll blow them up. Make sure I get a good view. Got it. Oh, I love their friendship so much. Okay. Let's see. Okay. This is all stuff about the Gulf of Fog. Okay. So still got quite a few snippets, but not really enough to really make some quests just yet. But yeah. Let's just leave that for now. And again, I'm really sorry guys, but I'm going to be wrapping it up just a bit early because my brain is just so fried from today. It's so hot in the UK. I'm really struggling to focus. But I'm really intrigued to see what quests we get to concoct next time. And what drinks we get to make for our wonderful friends. Oh, and it's going to be a beautiful rainy day. Act 2, The Dreaming, Chapter 7, A Privilege to Remember. But let's save. And then backup save. There we go. And we'll pop back to the menu. Alrighty. So, thank you all so very much for joining me for more Tavern Talk Stories Dreamwalker. I had so much fun with this game. I'm, again, very sorry that I'm going to be wrapping it up a bit earlier, but I like to just mentally have all my spoons together when I'm streaming. And I love this game so much, but just speaking or like doing these long lines of dialogue all stream is very, very tiring. So I'm going to go get some rest. And I hope all of you do the same as well. I hope you all have a wonderful, restful weekend. And thank you so much for joining me tonight. And do not forget if you've been lurking in the shadows and you like what you've seen so far, then please consider following. We would love to have you back at the Blue Rose Respite. You're welcome anytime. Be sure to check out my socials that are popping up in the chat right now, including my 2 YouTube channels, one for my ASMR tales, the other for my Twitch VODs, and my Blue Sky, my Insta, and my TikTok. Speaking of ASMR tales, I have a new one coming out tomorrow night, which I'm quite excited about. I hope you guys enjoy that a lot. A big thank you to everyone who's been checking out my videos lately. I've gotten like a significant spike in like new subscribers and views and everything. I think it's because I've changed my playlists on YouTube to also be in podcast format, so you're able to enjoy them on the YouTube Music app as well. So go check that out if you haven't done so already. But thank you all so very much for joining me tonight. A big thank you again to Gentle Troll Entertainment for giving me a copy of this game. I'm loving it so far. I'm sorry that I'm taking a little bit of a slower pace to cover it, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm very curious to see what happens next. But let's see who's currently live. We can go say hello. Why don't we go and say hi to La Vispa? They're a very cool honey wasp, Mexican honey wasp VTuber. We've rated them before, so we're going to go say hi to La Vispa, send them some love from the Blue Rose Respite, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful, restful weekend. I'm going to go drink something cold and cool down a little bit. But thank you so much for joining me tonight, my lovelies. I will see you next time at the Blue Rose Respite, which will be next Friday. And I hope you can all join me for more Tavern Talk or Dreamwalker. I will see you then. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, my lovelies. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and remember, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, stay wicked and wonderful. Good night, my lovelies.